One of the most important tips I can give you for your financial life is to be a critical thinker. You need to make decisions on your own. You need to realize where your information comes from, who writes it, and why, right? If you look at last week's Nvidia crash, right? Nvidia kind of tanked, the whole market followed. It was all based on a blogger who went through whatever information he had, he did his own research, his own critical thinking, and wrote a post about how all these companies are spending billions on AI and China's able to do it cheaper and faster, which then tanked Nvidia's, they're making their money selling these more and more expensive chips. And then China found a way to do it with like a $6 million budget when they were all in the billions, right? This was something just astounding that people found. And then to make it even crazier, the hedge funds and all these big financial firms were then calling this blogger who, someone like me, you post a video, you get like 10 people to watch it, right? It went to like the thousands, the tens of thousands of people watching and sharing. But then hedge funds were calling him to ask him his advice and paying him thousands of dollars an hour. It's insane. These are the companies that you trust their reports when they put out financials. You trust the commentary you get. And then they're literally going to some guy who was running a blog in his apartment and looking for information. So being aware and being a critical thinker is the number one thing you can do to increase your, financial awareness, right? Not everything you hear is correct just because it's on Yahoo Finance, just because a hedge fund said it, or everyone's thinking this, or it's on MSNBC. That is not the answer in itself. That's a tool you use and you get a temperature of the market based on that, but you need to start looking at things yourself and stop devaluing what your own opinion is, right? You live in this world. You see what's going on. You see financials of your friends. You see financials of people around you. Look around and take your own temperature first. Like, not everybody is smarter than you, and you have to start realizing that and take the steps to better yourself, read more, understand more, and be a critical thinker where you're like, everyone keeps saying this, but it doesn't make sense, right? We talk about the Fed talking about inflation. Oh, inflation. Inflation is not coming back. We said that. It's not coming back. Now, there's certain cases that it could, but the reasons they were saying weren't something that's going to make inflation come back. So to me, that was already something was going on, and I started looking at the data. And this is what you need to do, right? You need to make your own decisions, your own financial advice, and start trusting yourself a little bit more. That is my number one tip. Start to be a critical thinker. Start to look at where you get your information from, and start coming up with your own hypothesis. That will set you a much longer way than you will get from anything else. Look at your sources of information and try to get as many as you can and make your own decisions and your own estimates. They can't be worse than what's out there right now.